Hello there. So just for the fun of it, I thought I'd answer some questions today via video. First question, very common one. For what is the sock on your left arm? That's Lily Fee, but others have asked me as well. So this is basically a leg warmer, and I stole it from my wife. So she's probably freezing now here in Stockholm. I'm beside all the polar bears. Or do you say bear? Beer is something else, right? Beer is what you drink. Bear is what you shoot. Oh, sorry. Oh, anyway, so this is pretty cool because I discovered that I played better with a sweater on me. And I didn't really realize why in the beginning, but then it struck me that it's probably because I maintain a higher temperature in my arm. So I thought that, so even on warmer days, I want to be able to have something that just warms my arm. And that's what the purpose of this is. I'm sure there's something better you can get, but since my wife had those, I figured I might as well try them, and they worked. So the good thing is I have 2 pairs of them, so when this one gets too old, I have another identical, and then I have a black pair. So try it. It makes me play better. It makes me stay warmed up. You know how it goes. Maybe you compose something for a while on the computer, and then you get back to playing, and then so it could actually pass like a half an hour in between your playing sessions, and that can be enough sometimes to get you cold and not perform as well. So this is good stuff. I can highly recommend it. Plus you look like me, and that's can only be a good thing. Okay, so I've got a lot of questions about a drum machine and backing tracks. Let me start by saying that I'm really bad at that stuff. Or I perceive myself as bad. Or slow, rather. I'm really slow. And it's something that slows down my workflow to have to think about drums and things like that. So a lot of the backing tracks you'll find on my channel, I didn't do them by myself. I used the ones from GMC, my website, guitarmasterclass.net. And well, I know those tracks very well, so I like using them. But I also do programs on drums on my own. Or actually, I don't like programming drums. What I use is Logic Pro 10's drummer. There's a drummer functionality in there, and it's a virtual drummer, so it's like a plugin that can listen to your other tracks, and that's has been a game changer for me because I don't have to spend at all as much time. You know, just programming a drum fill the normal way, that can take an hour, and you know, you can just spend your time on drums forever and not get any music done. So what the drummer does, you can basically set parameters like you know, how soft or hard you want it to be, and you can decide which channel it should follow. You can decide stuff like that, but you don't have to go in and program every note. Now the good thing is you can do it if you want. So if you have a close to perfect result, then you can just export the track as MIDI and you can make the final adjustments. So it's a very flexible way of working, and I use the drummer plugin and I trigger Steven Slate drums. So I use both the drummer plugin and the pay plugin, which is called Steven Slate drums. Now I did some quick Googling, and there are Logic and Mac alternatives to drummer. So if you Google on Logic Pro X drummer alternative, that's going to give you other options which you can use in other DAWs like Cubase or Ableton Live or whatever. So that's how I go about making my own drum tracks if I don't use someone else's backing track. Now naturally I want to get into doing more of my own tracks, so it's just like a balance of how much time do I want to spend on writing my tracks and how much time do I want to spend playing the guitar. So if I got some extra time, then I tried to do my own backing tracks. Christopher, do you offer guitar lessons in the Stockholm area? HDM Mix. I haven't done it for a while, but I'd like to start again. So if you're into what I do and my style, then I think I can teach you a lot of stuff. So feel free to contact me. There should be a link somewhere here to my Facebook or something. or in the description rather, you can look for it. You crazy, brilliant, intelligent guy. Who's he speaking to? Where do you get your inspiration from? Who has influenced you? So I take it at least the last question must be for me. The first one I'm not sure. You crazy, intelligent, brilliant, intelligent guy. That can't be me. So, but I guess I'll still answer the question. But I'll just assume you were speaking to someone standing next to you, like your dad or someone. So thank you, Bulgar 020. So my inspiration, that's a very good question, because inspiration is really what matters whenever you're recording videos or doing music. It is like a touchy topic, because I think that a lot of people, they are too narrow-minded, especially us guitarists. I mean, how many Steve Vai clones have I not seen on the internet, you know? So the first thing I do is to look everywhere else but on the guitar scene and market. I try to not look at that. Only if I need inspiration for some licks I might do it, but as for the actual music, I almost never do it. So I look in other genres. I love pop, I love hard rock, jazz, blues, whatever. So I go elsewhere. So I have some kind of thought that my goal is to have my own style be some kind of medley between different styles, and I don't want to hear any Steve Vai or even Joe Satriani, who is a fantastic songwriter, but still it's too narrow. So I try to grab inspiration from everywhere and anywhere, but not from the guitar scene. And you know, I like metal. I don't really. I like new kind of metal as well, but I must confess that I don't prioritize searching for new bands there. So if you got any new deathcore bands or whatever, is that something old people do? I don't know. I should. You know, that's why I have my hat. I have my hat to hide how old I actually am, because if you find out how old I am, you'd probably not listen to me anymore. You just go to someone younger. But don't forget, I'm brilliant and intelligent, I think, so. Yeah, so I like the classic bands, the metal bands, Metallica, Rammstein, Megadeth, all of them. You name them, Nirvana, Megadeth. And there are lots of new bands as well, but it's going to take too long time to list them here. So who has influenced you? I have lots of guitarist influences. When I started out, you know, I listened to Eric Johnson, Marty Friedman, or I did listen to them, but I also tried to steal a lot of stuff from them. So Yngwie Malmsteen, Steve Morse, yeah, the list goes on. Alan Holdsworth. Are you in a band? No year old asks that question. I'm not in a band currently. I'd love to play in a band, but I don't prioritize it currently because I find that working on my own and trying new styles is an extremely flexible way of doing it, and I can just do something in one style one day and just grab another style the other day. And again, I'm hoping this is going to result in some cool kind of medley of styles, you know, the more I work on it. So I find it very inspirational. But if you do want to collaborate with me, please shoot me a message. I'd love to do some, you know, internet work, or if you're in Stockholm, we can meet up. So no band currently. Okay, Rafael Picanilli. How can a video with a girl face planting have 1 million views and this one only 600? The internet is a strange place. Thank you for the support. Like I said, you know, I had to watch that video at least like 500,000 times. So half of it is just me because the face plant was so original. Just kidding. Okay, so that was not a serious reply. This was a rather short Q&A session. It's the first one I do in a very long time, so I'm just, you know, trying new ground here. But if you like it, I'll do more of it. Thank you so much for listening. I know I'm supposed to say something smart at the end of the video, but, you know, I'm not actually as brilliant and intelligent as you think I am, so I just can't come up with anything smart. But it's been great having you here, and I hope to see you again. I'm Chris. See you. Bye.